Hi there, welcome to the Obachanchatter. Hello, my family. I know I've been missing almost a week, right? Different location, had some electrical issues, so I'm in a different spot for just a little bit. But that's not why you came here to see me to talk about my issues. I'm here because I want to do the recap for soft what is this? Selling Soul Salt Lake City, the new realtor thing for Salt Lake City that came on Bravo on Wednesday. Um I really wasn't really feeling this episode, but I'm gonna give it a couple. And I know I missed all last week, the stuff that I usually recap, and I'm not gonna go back and recap any of it. I did watch it. I just didn't do any commentary on it, and it's gonna be too much for me to try to catch up because today is already Thursday, and I got the New York Housewives not interested in because they've been boring. Last thing it was, they found out that it was a prank that wasn't a prank about the lady being pregnant by somebody else. On Salt the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I watched that and it was so sad. I mean I was going to do the report on it, but everybody's arguing with everybody. I'm gonna do the episode that's going to air that just aired this week, or was it last night? I think it was last night. Um but what has really been affecting me about these two last episodes of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City has been Mary. Oh, it's making me so sad. I really, really like Mary. I really, really do. And to know that her son is having trouble with drugs, it's just my heart just cries for her. Yep, just cries for or any family who has somebody struggling with any type of addiction. So there's that. Housewives, the reading, and what's her name? Kyle. Nah. So from this point on, any commentary that's coming out for the rest of this week, I will be back on schedule. So let me start with this real estate SLS, Salt Lake City SLX. C. And this is per Jennifer is the owner of Presidio Realtor Real Estate. She's the owner and the broker. She's not a act. She doesn't. She's a broker. Um, she said when she first started her business that she couldn't even afford to buy a printer to print the contracts out on them. But she made over 1 point something billion last year. As a matter of fact, I was surprised when she was having her sales meeting with her team. She said she had 41 closings last week. That's a lot of goddamn houses, y'all. I'm just saying. So anyway, we started meeting the people on her team. She said that it's very competitive to sell real estate in Salt Lake City because there are three agents to every home that's sold, so it's very competitive. So she started naming her agents. One of them is Tina, and Tina is a unicorn. That's what she calls herself because she's black, she's lesbian, she got great tits, and she says she's a straight shooter. Then there's Malaysia. She's coming back to Presidio. She left and went somewhere else, and now she's back, and she's heavy in LDS. All of them was married, or all of them mentioned something about being in the temple or doing something in the temple. Okay. Then you have Kenny, and he's been an agent for 12 years, and he says he's a top selling agent, and if he had to give himself a score of 1 to 10, he would be a 12. And then we have Matt. Matt was Realtor of the Year last year, and he wants to double what he sold last year. He's also started his first brokerage opening, where the opening is his sister's house. They getting it to get him to sell it. Of course, that means the commission price probably gonna be low. And then, like I said, you have Sarah, and Sarah husband is a broker for another real estate agency that's not Presidio, but she works for Presidio, and her and Jen are friends. And the way they became friends is that Sarah one day told her that she thinks people don't think that she's as successful in her own right because she works for her husband. And because Jen has a women empowerment complex, she said, "Come over here and work for me." But now there's an issue because Sarah says that Jen is treating her different. And then on Jen's part of it, Jen is saying the reason why I treat this bitch different is that they poaching my real estate agents. And as a matter of fact, two of my top people left and went to work with them. So you can't really blame that on people. That's how real estate agents, I mean, you loyal to whoever pay you the highest dollar. So, during this meeting, though, Sarah's not there, and the reason Sarah's not there is because she's meeting at an open house with Lisa Barlow from the Real Housewives, and they know each other, and they met each other, and they liked each other, and so Sarah's showing her house, which she's just wasting her time because y'all know how Lisa is if you watch the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. First of all, she started telling the lady how she went to Italy and she shopped on every store and bought her something. She spent so much money, and I said like she went to pay her fucking pajamas to me. So when when the lady was taking her and showing you doing the show, and Lisa just complained the ceilings is too low. Oh, that's not gonna be enough. So the lady said, "Well, what do you need?" This she said she need a heated driveway. She need a hot sauna, dry sauna, a place to do her spray tan, a place for her packages to come to her house where she don't have to see them, a place where she just the lady she need the bill. She just needs the bill. So anyway, um, so that's how they know each other. So anyway, it's after the meeting now, and Tyron says that she wants to speak to talk to Matt. So they're in her office, and she tells Tina tells Matt that I think it's a little bit of tension because I heard some shit that you said about me. He said, "What I was supposed to have said about you?" And she said, "What you said was that I don't like God and dollar." And she said, "Why would you say that?" She said, "Because I love the Lord." She said 60% of our clients are Mormons, and you going around telling these people I don't like Mormons and I don't like God, and I lost in a big way because one of these people, one of my big fish clients, was going to do a house with me, but it was rumored that I don't like God, and you know how they are about shit like that. So Matt said, "You tripping? I ain't never say nothing like that. And if I said it, who said it?" So she said, "I'm gonna tell you who said it. My best friend that you took out to eat said it." So he was like, "I'm not going to entertain this girl. Let me get out of here." So he doesn't entertain it with her, but he goes to the boss and tells Jennifer what what Tina said about him saying this about her. So anyway, what it comes down to it is Matt doesn't like her and she doesn't like Matt. They want each other to do well, but they just don't like each other. And they worked together once on a house together or with a client, and it didn't go well. They just don't like each other. So anyway, she tells Matt that when something bothers her, that she's just straightforward with it, and she's sorry that he can't handle the truth. And he said there's no truth there. It's just perception, and you just don't want to see shit anybody other way except yours. So anyway, like I said, he get up and leave, and that's the end of that. So Jen visits her clients, and she's going to an open house, and she tells us that she was the youngest of seven, and out of all her siblings and stuff, she's the only one that left the faith. She's been gone out for 15 years, and then she said she feel bad because she don't have any family. Because if they can't walk in the temple with you, to the temple with you hand in hand, they ain't trying to fuck with you. So this is what I said. You sold a 1 point something $billion in real estate. They don't hold your hand walking their church, but I bet you they hold that damn hand out for you to put something in it. I'm sure they spending your money. So she was divorced, and she said she got married and stayed married for, I think she said 8 years. Did she say 8 years? But she said she knew she was supposed to, the marriage shouldn't have lasted 6 months. And she said that she stayed 8 years, but she knew 6 months in her ass was been supposed to leave. So she's not married. She got a boyfriend now. I'm not quite sure what her boyfriend does, but I forgot what's his name. Is it David or Brian or something? Well, anyway, she got a boyfriend, and he wanted kids. She said she don't want kids. Her kid is her business. she like making money and she's an entrepreneur. She don't want to raise no children. So they sit there and talk, and she kind of expressing him how she feel because she missing her family and how she really want. When she went to Matt's broker's opening, that she had a problem with it because it's his sister's house that he's selling. And she said, I think they're taking advantage of him. She said, because when you go and do somebody open house, your ideal is to make it look like a model home. They had all kinds of shit on the bathroom can, cat litter and shit everywhere. Rugs was crooked. And she said, for you to do it, and Jim was teaching Matt that when he do a brokerage opening, he got to have everything straight. He supposed to show up before anybody else get there. But Matt told us the only thing he got to have is a charcuterie tray and that it got to be a nice house. So the house looked nice and he had a nice charcuterie board. So anyway, everybody showed up from the agency to support him. And he never saw Tina, but she did wind up coming. She came last, and she comes for the charcuterie board because they say that's her thing. She loves a good charcuterie board or whatever you call it. So anyway, while Jen with her clients, they built a big. They wanted to have a lot of kids. They built their house. They had two washers and dryers and a craft room because the Mormons, they she said, have a lot of kids, usually anywhere between 5 to 7. There's a lot of children. So she said that house has a lot of extra little amenities to it. It's custom, so that the house should sell for $3.5 million. So he asked the family, "Would y'all be willing to have a showing on Sundays?" And he said, "No, no showing on Sundays. They really keep that Sunday kind of holy around there." So she said that's normal. She said anywhere else in the country you could see somebody's house on a Sunday, but the Mormons, they just you're not gonna see their house on a Sunday. So anyway, she leaves there, and then she goes to visit Tina at her house because Tina just got a divorce, and she got a daughter, I think, that's in high school. And she hadn't finished decorating her house yet. She's doing a little bit at a time. So they get to talking about stuff, and Tina tells her about the conversation that she had with Matt about Matt, like saying that he didn't say that she didn't like God and all that kind of stuff. So she didn't tell Jen didn't tell Tina that she know about. She just let Tina continue to talk, and then Tina started telling her about Sarah. She said, "I think Sarah is she said, I was trying to help her women's empowerment and shit." She said, but I think she poached my client. So Tina's like, well, wow, we're gonna have to do something about this. Anyway, like I said, they all finally get to his opening. Don't nobody know what they doing. He don't know what he doing. He just know he put in a charcuterie board. And he gotta do some stuff, but like I said, Jen showed up. She really likes Matt. She said he's a hard worker and he always pumping up her business, always saying something positive. So she said she really believes that he's gonna go far in real estate. So we meet Matt's wife, and we have an emotional moment with Matt because he's saying that he had to tighten up his belt. They had to take back that Audi, and I think he said a Range Rover for him to get a Toyota because his wife worked. He said when he don't bring in the money because it's real estate, that his wife's check is what hold the family together. And I think because of his religion, that made him feel a little bit sad. So he kind of cried about it, but he got over it. So anyway, his sister's nice house is okay, and everybody was there, and it was just it was his brokerage. He learning. So like I said, I wasn't real. I like real estate. I just I don't know. Maybe because they concentrating a lot on the religious aspect of it that I'm just not really feeling it. But we'll see. I'm gonna give it a couple episodes before I decide what to nix it or not. So anyway, you could have been anywhere, but you was here with me for this 14 minutes and I don't know, like 30 seconds. And I'm so grateful for it. I'm sorry I disappeared from you, but it was just so much stuff going on so fast, so quickly. And then outside of that, not really been feeling well. So, it's just life got me, but I'm back and I don't plan on going anywhere for a long time. So if you got any questions about anything or you want to know something that's going on, please just send me something. Tell me that you missed me because I sure missed y'all. So listen, I'll be back maybe in an hour or two with the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, season 5, the episode where what's her name? Meredith has her bar mitzvah. Thanks for being here. Bye now.